श्रीमान् वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किक केसरी वेदांताचार्य वर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृति श्रीवासरंग परकाल मुनित्रयाप्त लक्ष्मात्मरक्षणयत्युगागमान्तम् आचार्य भक्ति परिपूतमनर्गशीलं गोपाल देशिकमुनिं गुरुमाश्रयामः व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्तेः पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे सुखतातं तपोनिधिं व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः. So last week we enjoyed the slokam Manojavatirtakaro Vasureta Vasupradaha Vasuprado Vasudevo Vasumanahavihi. From Vasureta, for about 90 namam, 90 names would attribute to Lord Krishna as per Sri Parasara Bhattar. So they enjoy the Krishnavataram in these 90 namas from Vasureta. So Vasureta, Vasuprado, Vasudevaha, all that we enjoyed last time. Now we have 75th slokam. Sadgati Satkriti Satta Sadbhuti Satparayanaha Shuraseno Yadushreshta Sannivasa Suyamunaha. So we will, as usual, look at the one-liner meaning for the first briefly. Then we will enjoy the individual namas. It's a wonderful collection of names picked up by Bhishmacharya as beautifully compiled, composed by Veda Vyasa in Vishnu Sahasranamam. So Sadgati, he who provides the right path for the devotees, for those who trust in him, for those who believe in him, those who have unconditional faith in him, he provides the right path. Sadgatihi, Satkritihi, one who does excellent actions, good actions. Satta, he is the existence incarnate. He exists everywhere. Satta. Sadbhutihi, Sadkriti Satta Sadbhuti, one who is endowed with the divine glories, divine Vaibhavam. Satparayanam, he is the support for the devotees, he is the support for the good, he is support for the sadhus, for those who are devoted to him. Surasenaha, he has a valiant army. Shankam, Chakram, Gadai, Shargam, and Kadkam, Nadakam, all those Ayudams. Yadushreshtaha, he is the first among the Yadus, Yadu dynasty. He is the preeminent among the Yadus, Yadava dynasty. Sannivashaha, Sannivasa Suyamunaha, Sannivasam, the one who is the residence, one who is the abode for the saintly, for the rishis, for the sages, for the devotees, for the bhaktas. He is the abode. And Suyamunaha, he who lifts and protects the jivatmas during the dissolution. So these were the straight liners, one-liners. And now we will enjoy the individual meaning as beautifully commented by Sri Adi Shankara in Shankara Bhashyam and Sri Parasara Bhattar, the Shishya of Bhagavat Ramanuja in the lineage. And he has written Bhagavad Guna Darpana, the mirror of all Kalyana Gunams in these 1008 names. These are all his Kalyana Gunams, attributes, auspicious attributes. So Sadgati, Satkriti, Satta, Sadbhuti, Satparayanam, Surasheno Yadushreshta Sannivasa Suyamunaha. Sadgati, he who provides the right path for the devotees, for those who believe in him. He who himself is the right path for the devotee. He who has superior knowledge, intellect, jnanam. He who is attainable by the good. So these are all the meaning. In the Krishnavataram, when Krishna was born to Vasudeva and Devaki, last week we saw that he was born as a divine baby with Kutti Shanka Chakram, with the silk cloth, and with the beautiful divine face, and he started talking that you take me to Yashoda's palace, Nandagopa Yashoda's palace. There is a girl born to Yashoda. Bring her back to here, and then so that I will grow up in Yadukulam, in Ayarkulam, among the cowherd group, in Gokulam, and then I will kill Kamsa. So all that, because the Vasudeva and Devaki were astonished to see with the Sankachakram, the baby. So he hid everything. He was a normal baby, and then Vasudeva believed in the baby's words because he was a divine child. He put the baby on a little basket and he took the basket. It's not like going to the next door delivery. It's not. It is Yashoda. Gokulam is far away. You have to cross the Yamuna river, and it is a prison. It is fully locked. There are gatekeepers who are probably asleep now. So how do I go? Vasudeva never doubted all these things. Krishna said, and he put the baby in the basket. He lifted the baby and started walking. When he lifted the baby, the shackles in his hand, the handcuff was removed. And then when he started walking, the prison lock was unlocked and the prison opened. And the gatekeepers were unconscious, were completely swooned. They were sleeping. And he started walking. It was heavy torrential downpour. It was raining cats and dogs. Now Vasudeva does not even know, because he has been inside the prison for 7-8 years. He has not seen the sunlight. He has not gone out. Now entire place must have got changed in the 8 years. There must have been skyscrapers and highways and expressways. All that must have happened. So he would not know the route. So what happened? Now Krishna said, just walk. Don't worry. Just go. He stepped out of the prison premises. It was raining, but suddenly when it stepped out, there was Adishesha on top of the basket, which was like an umbrella. And in the Adishesha's head, there were Ratnam, the money on his head. From that money, it shed light on the front. So they could see, Vasudeva could see about 10 feet like a torchlight. And though it was raining, he was not wet. And the basket was not wet. And the baby was not wet. Because the Adishesha was there. And Adishesha must have got drenched, right? No. Because Garudan spread its wings above the Adishesha. Swami Desikan in the Kavyam called Yadavabhyutayam, 2500 slokas, he wrote Yadavabhyutayam about Krishnavataram, about the Krishna's life, which is equivalent to Srimad Bhagavatam. Such a beautiful Kavyam. Even the Advaitin Appaya Dikshitar was totally mesmerized and overwhelmed with the beauty of Yadavabhyutayam. And this Yadavabhyutayam talks about this particular incident. So when he stepped near the Yamuna river was deep, turbulent, and it was flowing with swiftly, very speedily. How could he walk? He has to cross the river to go to Gokulam. But Krishna said, just walk. He stepped inside. His water was knee deep, and then hip deep, and then chest deep. And when the baby's foot, because the baby's feet were outside the basket, and when the baby's feet touched the Yamuna river, then Yamuna gave way, because Yamuna river was waiting to touch Krishna, touch Krishna's Tirumeni, the divine body. The moment it touched, it started giving way and completely split into two. It was like a road well laid, and he started walking to Gokulam. On the way, Gokulam is not just across the shore. He has to still walk. And how will he know the route? There was a Google, there was no GPS. But there were like what do I say, the Grama Devataigal. There were the huge Devata, at the end of the roads, they used to keep a big structure with a sword in its hand, like we see in the villages. And those statues were at few corners of the road. And when Krishna was brought towards that road, the Grama Devata, that particular man, the god, demigod, used to show the sword towards right or towards left or towards straight. Turned right and then go straight and turned left and east. He landed in Yashoda's palace. And he took the Yogamaya who was born there. She is Durga who was born there. And he kept Krishna there in Yashoda's bed. There were only 4 people who were awake in that night: Vasudeva, Devaki, Krishna, and this Yogamaya girl. All others were asleep. The gatekeepers, Nandagopa, Yashoda, the whole city, whole world was asleep. And now Vasudeva never bothered. Krishna was there, so Yamuna gave way. Now how will the Yamuna give way for Yogamaya to come back? Vasudeva never doubted. He started walking back. And even for Yogamaya, Yamuna gave way. Because it's all divine intervention. That is why Sadgatihi, one who provides the right path for the devotees, for those who believe in him. Sadgatihi. So that's the beautiful Nama which we saw. And even Shankaracharya says, he who is the goal or refuge for the good. He quotes from Taittiriya Upanishad. If a person knows that Brahman exists, the Lord exists, then the wise call him good. Asti brahmeti ched veda santamenam tato viduiti. So, Shankaracharya gives additional interpretation that using the meaning intellect for gati. He who has the great intellect. So, that is the meaning of Sadgatihi. Then Satkritihi, one who has got good action, one who is full of good action, one who is full of lovable acts. Krishna grew up in Gokulam and he was a naughty, rowdy, little rascal. He was a baby boy with full of mischief, butter thief. He used to go to every Gopika's house and steal butter. So that was his pastime. And why he did that? Because he wanted to simply enjoy the avataram. He wanted to give the devotees the happiness, the leelai, the chestitangal. By thinking of the butter thief, we tend to enjoy his beautiful deeds, actions. So, he always tells lies as a baby boy. But when he said in whatever that he said in Bhagavad Gita, when he said Sarvadharman Parityaja Mamekam Sharanam Braja, I will grant you moksham. That is not a lie, that's a complete truth, because he is Satya Kama, Satya Sankalpan. He is the one who never swerves away from the truth. He told all these things just to create enjoyment among devotees. There is a beautiful sloka in Krishna Karnamritam, in 2nd chapter, in 81st slokam. We will just enjoy that. Is a kind of conversation, the slokam itself, sung by Leela Shukar in Krishna Karnamritam. He says, Kastvam bala balanujakkimigate manmandira shankaya yuktam tannavanita patra vivare hastam kimartam yasehe mata kanchana vatsakam mrigayitum maga vishadam kshanat ityevam varavallavi prativacha krishnasya pushnatunaha. Little Krishna, the boy, every day he used to go to one Gopika's house and without their knowledge used to steal butter. One day, one cowherd lady, Gopika, caught him white-handed. He pushed the palm, his small hand, inside the big pot which is as tall as he is, and then he took the ball of butter in his hand and she saw it. So she said, "Hey, Kuti, what are you doing? Who are you?" So that's a conversation. Kastvam Bala, who are you? He says Balanujaha. He never said Krishna, because Krishna means, oh, you are that boy who goes and steals. They would recognize. He said, I am the younger brother of Balaraman, because Balaraman has got a good name in the village. Balaraman romba chamate, Krishna very naughty. So I am the younger brother of Balarama, so that he will be let go. He said, okay, whatever it is. Kimigate manmantira shankaya. Then why did you come into my house? He said, I thought it is my house and I entered. Oh, you thought it is your house and you entered. Okay, if you had entered, you should have just gone back. Having realized that it is not your house, you should have come out. Then why have you put the hand inside the pot of butter? Why did you do that? Oh, don't get mad at me. It's not that I put my hand to take butter. Because I go out to take care of the calves and cattle, and I go out to the little Brindavanam and come back every day. One calf, little one, it ran away somewhere. I lost count. I don't know where it is missing. I have been searching since evening, and it was almost 10:30 night. So I came into your house to check whether the Kannukuti is there, that calf is there. Then why did you put inside the pot your hand? No, I wanted to check whether Kannukuti is inside the pot. He said with such a mischievous smile. So then she had a big laugh and said, go away from me before I get angry. Such was his Leela Cheshtitangal, which people used to enjoy. So, Manmishai Perum Baram Ninga or Bharata Ma Perum Por Shaidan. So, like that, he used to make even those acts of his that may seem destructive, as his role is Mahabharata war, the killing of the Rakshasas, such as Ravana, the killing of Kamsan, are really for the good for the individual. So he has got good actions. So that is the enjoyment that we need to have on this beautiful Nama. Then Satta. Satta means he is the existence incarnate. Sadbhave sadhubhave cha sat ityetat prayuchyate. In Bhagavad Gita, 17th chapter, 26th slokam, Sat means existence. Sadbhave sadhubhave cha sat ityetat prayuchyate. Prashaste karmani tata sat chadda partha yujyate. The term Sat is used in the sense of existence and goodness. And so, Arjuna, the word is applied to all auspicious actions. So here, Parasara Bhattar Vyakhyanam is that he has this name signifying that he is the very existence of the good. He is the very existence of the auspiciousness. And he is the pious, and all other things are housed in him. There is indeed nothing can exist without him. Sattadi satam swayameva iti satta. Even Bhagavad Gita 10th chapter 39 slokam says, Yachapi sarva bhutanam bijam tat aham arjuna natadasti vina yat syat maya bhutam characharam. I am also that which is the seed of all beings, O Arjuna. Nothing that moves or nothing that is stationary exists without me. Krishna tells Arjuna, there is nothing that moves or nothing that is stationary exists without me. It's not only true that without him nothing can exist. It is also true that without his true devotees, he will not exist. That is his attachment to his devotees. It is the beautiful interdependence of each on the other that is to be understood and enjoyed. Sri Shankaracharya gives that existence to the Nama is that the state which is devoid of difference as regard to its own species as well as to others. He remains ever the same, one without a second. ஏகமேவ அத்விதீயம் சாந்தோக்கிய உபனிஷத் says. நன்றாக நான் உன்னை அன்று இலேன் கண்டாய் நாரணனே, நீ என்னை இன்று இலை. திருமேஷி ஆழ்வார் says, நன்றாக நான் உன்னை அன்று இலேன் கண்டாய். I am not there without you, and you are also not there without me. Okay, we can say we are not there without him. But how can we say that he is not there without us? Definitely, because there is no father without the son. Only when there is a child, the person becomes the father. Similarly, only when there are devotees, only when there are beings, he is the Lord. So that is why he is Satta. Then we have Sadbhutihi. Sadbhutihi, Satparayana. Sadbhutihi means the wealth for the good. He who is endowed with rich glories, Aishwaryam. He who alone truly exists. He who manifests himself in infinite forms. அங்கு இங்கு எனாதபடி எங்கும் நீக்கமர நிறைந்துள்ளான். அந்தர் பகிஷ்சதத் சர்வ வியாபிய நாராயண ஸ்திதஹ. So bhuti refers to wealth, prosperity or existence. Amara Kosham in Sanskrit, it says it is wealth, it is prosperity, it is existence. So here Shankaracharya says he is Basmanatvam. So Basamanatvam, effulgence to the term Bhuti or true existence. He gives the interpretation of his Nama to Bhagavan. He alone truly exists. So here Bhuti, he is truly existing in different forms. And Sat Parayana, the support for the good, the supreme goal for the good. He who has the good people as his consort. So Sat Parayana means, Parasara Bhatta says, he supports all good people, as he said to Duryodhana in Mahabharata. Mama Pranahi Pandava. Pandavas are my life. He is the eventual final abode for all devotees, all the sadhus. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Udara sarvayevaite jnanitvatmaiva me matam astita saki yuktatma mameva nuttamam gatim. Lord Krishna says, all those who are devoted to me are noble, are pious, are sadhus, are my bhaktas. But those who have jnanam, who know completely about me, and with steadfast, firm mind, whose intellect is united in me, who always thinks of me, who see everything in me and who sees me in everything, who have made me alone as their supreme goal. I consider them as my very own self, my Uyir. They are my Uyir. They are my Atma. Jnani Tvatmaiva me Matam. That is my religion. They are my Atma. The Vedas, Vedantam, Upanishad may say that he is our Atma. He is the Paramatma. He is the indweller. But for Krishna, we are the devotee, the ardent devotee. The Jnani is his Atma. So that's the way he enjoys the devotees. Krishnasrayaha, Krishna balaha, Krishna natascha pandavaha, Krishna parayanam tesham. The Pandavas have Krishna as their only resort, as their only refuge, as their only strength, as their only savior. In fact, Krishna is their great support because he is their Sat Parayana. That is what is the name, Sat Parayana. Then we have Surasenaha. Surasena is he has a valiant army. He has strong people as Anjaneya, Surasena. Parasara Bhatta Shankaracharya says he has a powerful people army as Anjaneya in Ramavatar. Parasara Bhatta says he has a great army of Yadavas and the Pandavas. He relieved the Bhumi of the Bharam, of the burden of Kauravas and Asuras. Surashenaya Namaha is a Surasena, means he is the hero. Sena is Inena Prabhuna Saga Varatata Iti Sena, that which has a powerful army. And that is Surasena. The learned people know and understand that Bhagavan has given us the freedom to move around. At the same time, he is the one who keeps us all together as one unit and has established the rule for all of us to follow. So the Mahapurushas, the Bhagavatas understand that simple and universal secret that permeates, that manifests in everything all around, and praise this Surasena, thereby all their papams are removed. The praise one who has the army of the Panchayudams. So one who contemplates on Krishna with the army, Narayana with the Panchayudams, will have all their papams removed. So if you say Surasenaya Namaha, your papams get crushed. Sannivashaha, the abode of the saintly, the residence of the Bhagavatas. Nivashaha means, Nivashe means dwell. Sannivashaha. Here we have Parasara Bhattar mentions from the Vishnu Puranam, where Akrura was sent as a messenger from Kamsa to bring Krishna. So Akrura describes his anubhavam of Sanandana and other seers meditating intensely on Bhagavan Krishna. Sanandanadhyai munibihi siddha yogai akalmashaihi samchintyamanam tatraistaihi nashagra nyastalochanahi. Vishnu Puranam says Sri Krishna in Gokulam is the object of dhyanam. He is the object of their contemplation of the rishis, of the seers, Sanandana and other rishis who remain there, who are flawless, who are blemishless, who have attained perfection in yoga, who do the meditation with their eyes fixed at looking at the tip of their nose, performing bhakti yogam. So that is what is from this slokam. Su Yamunaha, he who has delightful sport in the Yamuna river. Su Yamunaha, one who is associated with the river Yamuna. When the Yamuna was the first one to touch the feet of Krishna when he crossed from the prison to Gokulam. And he is the one who took bath in the Yamuna river, along with the Gopikas in Rasa Krida, in Rasa Leela, along with the Gopas while they played in the shores of Yamuna. And so the Yamuna river witnessed all the Leelas of Krishna. So he is Su Yamunaya, one who is associated with the river Yamuna. That's why Andal says, Tuyomai Vandanam, Tumalar Tuvit Todu Vainal Padi Manatinal Sindika, Poya Pedayum Pugataruvan Nindranavum, Teenil Dusagum, Shapelo Rembavai. So Mayanai, Manu Vadamadurai Maindanai, Tuya Perunir Yamunai Turaivanai. Tuya Perunir. It is not small river, big river. Why? Because the Ganga is the water that came from his feet when Lord took the Trivikrama Avataram and his feet went up to Brahmalokam. Brahma caught hold of the opportunity when he saw the thumb coming towards the Brahmalokam, the thumb of the toe coming towards Satyalokam, the Brahmalokam. He took the holy waters and he washed the feet of the Trivikrama, and that feet of water was taken on the matted locks of Rudran, and he became auspicious called Shiva, and that water became Ganges. So the water that touched the thumb, the feet of Krishna for the Narayana, the Trivikrama, became the Ganges, river Ganges. Now the Yamuna touched the entire body of Krishna when he took bath in Rasa Leela and Rasa Krida, or along with the Gopas when he had a fun time in Yamuna river. So that is why it is Perunir Yamunai Turaivan. And that is why he had the Yamuna river, Parasara Bhattar says, Sobanam, Pavanam, Manoharam, Yamuna Shambandi, Jalakrida, Pushpachaya, Rasa Kridadi, Yasya iti Su Yamunaha. He who is Su Yamunaha, because of all these Leelas, connections with Yamunai river, activities which are pure, which are auspicious, which are blemishless and fascinating, like water sport in the waters, culling of flowers, removing flowers on its bank, and dance with the gopis on its sand. So, Tuya Perinir Yamunai Turaivan. That is why it is Tuya. And even beautifully here, Narayaniyam, Bhattatri says, I behold the form of the divine boy, attractive with the adolescents, surrounded by Narada and others with their limbs covered with their hair, standing on because goosebumps they had, and at the taste of Anandam, Peranandam, bliss, and by that charming maidens of the form of shining Upanishad. By reciting the Upanishad, they paid their obeisance. तारुण्याराम्य रम्यं परमशुक रस स्वाद रोमांचितांगैः आवीतं नारदाद्यैः विलसत् उपनिषत् सुंदरी मंडलैश्च नारायणीयम दशकम 100th दशकम first श्लोकम. Here he enjoys the divine boy, and so also Sundaram Yamunam Nayana Anjanam Yasya iti Su Yamunaha. He who has beautiful Kanmai, collyrium. Yamuna also is called collyrium, decorating his eyes. So in such a beautiful manner, Krishna Avataram is enjoyed by Veda Vyasa and Bhishma Pitamaha, and so beautifully commented by our Parasara Bhattar and Shankaracharya. Adiyen, Dhanyosmi. कवितार्किक सिंहाय कल्याण गुणशालिने श्रीमते वेंकटेशाय वेदांत गुरवे नमः.